Well, good morning, everyone. I hope your day has started out blessed. I'm going to be sharing on chapter 3 today of the DREAMER'S INK book that I wrote last year. And today's title is called Dreamers. And I want to start out with a song I wrote when I was in the midst of a lot of turmoil. I was in the midst of a separation and an impending divorce from my second marriage. And the Lord gave me a revelation, and so I wrote it in a song. And I believe it's still on streaming and on my YouTube channel, but it's one of my older songs. I wrote it in January of 1993. And so it fits in with this chapter, so I'm going to start out with this song, and then we're going to go from there, okay? Everything starts with a vision. Have you noticed that? Everything starts with a dream. But our ability to hold on to that dream and that vision and to trust and to keep the hope and faith is what makes it all an adventure and a journey. And boy, when we get to the other side of the finish line, what an awesome story. So here it is. It's called On the Other Side of the Cross. A vision was given me, laid out before me. Walk this way, my son, and I'll lead you on. He told me of storms, of fires and floods. I gave him my all, and I put my trust in Him. Though nothing could prepare me for the things that I would face, times of misunderstandings and times of loneliness, the Lord, He never left me, and now I can see on the other side of the cross, there is joy. Many have fallen and many have failed. Their hopes and dreams laying dead on the ground. The storms took their toll, the fires and floods, and now all that's left is the one who's up above. Though nothing could prepare them for the things that they would face, times of misunderstandings and times of loneliness, yet the Lord, He never left them, and now I hope they can see on the other side of the cross, there is joy. Rise up and walk. Rise up and be healed. Rise up in love, oh child of God. Jesus, your wisdom, it's foolishness to man. The way to success is a pathway leading down.
And now I am free, with freedom from these chains. Though nothing could prepare me for the things that I would face, times of misunderstandings and times of loneliness, the Lord, He never left me, and now I can see on the other side of the cross, on the other side of the cross, on the other side of the cross, there is joy.
Do you believe that? Do you believe that on the other side there's joy? You know, Jesus, He was on the cross. And it says in Hebrews that for the joy that was set before Him, He endured the cross and its shame. And do you know what I think that vision was? I think that vision was you and me. I've got another song that I shared last week in episode, or the video 2 of this series, called The Gift. And when He's up there on the cross, He saw all of us. And that night in Gethsemane, when He's sweating drops of blood because of a broken heart, He saw you and me, and He saw us smiling because of what He did on the cross was going to bring us. And when He was up there on the cross, there were actually 2 others with Him on that same cross. They were on a cross too, but they were on that cross for what they did. They didn't know about Him, except for the one, while they were on the cross, gave his life to the Lord. He said, "Today you will be with me in paradise." See, there's many crosses out there, but do we accept the one that He's given us for our life? And there are many dreams, there are many visions, and I believe that each one of us has within us the dream that He has for our life, but things get clouded over. Things get clouded over from judgments, from our fears, our growing up, and people say, well, you can't do that, you can't make money at that, you're not good enough at that, your voice isn't good enough, you'll never be able to play. Rubbish. You can do whatever you want to do. It's your life. It's your life. Don't let anybody stop you. Because at the end of your life, you're the only one that is held accountable for what you did or didn't do. So why would you let others control you? Fear, afraid. Absolutely. I know fear. I grew up with fear. Fear was my biggest monster all my life, or most of my life. And I listened to what others said more than what He was telling me and what was in my heart. And you can't do that. See, chapter 3 in here talks about dreamers. And everybody's a dreamer. Whether your dream is just to get married and have children, raise a family, live out in the country. I'm not talking about the dreams we have in the night. I'm talking about the dreams, the destiny, and the purpose in our life. And I wrote this book last year because I was driving for a Lyft, and so many people, they had dreams. A lot of college kids from UCCS, from Pikes Peak College, they had dreams, but some of them were in school because of their parents' dreams. Their parents wanted them to do it. This one kid, he told me, he said, you know what? He said, I'm going to change majors. He said, I can't do this. Another kid said, I'm going to leave college because I don't want my parents to spend this much money on me for something I don't even care to do. Boy, talk about wisdom. He dared enough to go for what was inside of him. One kid I took up to, I'm saying kids, they're probably in their early 20s. I took him up to Castle Rock. We had 30 minutes to talk. By the time I dropped him off, he said, thank you so much. And all I'm doing is talking about dreams. And of course I go, well, wouldn't you like to find God's dream for your life? Psalm 139. So I wrote this book. It's real short. There's 11 chapters. The last chapter is a study guide. It's a bunch of questions really per chapter. So you can read the chapters and then, go back to the back and answer the questions in the back. And it's all about your life. There aren't any wrong answers. The whole book is 100 and something pages, less than 120 pages. So I made it where it's easy to read. But in 2010, the Lord gave me a poem. I actually put it into an art print. It was on my website out there. It's called My Child. Now, as I'm reading this, hear it from Him to you, okay? My child, did you see my painting in the morning sky? It was just for you, and I added a special touch. Did you listen to my birds as they sang their songs of love? Just wanted you to know, with joy, I'm singing over you. Did you notice how my breath gently moved the leaves? I wanted to touch your hair with the gentleness of my hands. I know that you are busy and have so many things to do, yet I know you're lonely and I would like to comfort you. Will you give me a moment or two, just here and there? I'll refresh your spirit and share some thoughts with you. I watch you every day as I journey by your side, just wanting you to know you can always count on me. So if you think about it and could really use a friend, just take a moment and I will gladly listen in. I want to hear your heart and I want to share my love, because really, you are the reason I am here. I'll paint you another sunset as your day comes to a close, to extend my peace and love and refresh your weary soul. If you're out in the dark at night, just look up at my stars and know I'm always watching and want what's best for you. As you look upon creation and see the wonders in the sky, know it's my heart I'm sharing in hopes that you reply. My child, sometimes I'm lonely too and sure could use a friend. Do you think we could meet real soon and share this life of ours? My child, I love you, Father. I guess it's why I love Colorado so much, why I took the music videos and lyric videos of this new album and went out walking and just filming myself walking. It's why we did the music video to Dare to Dream and filmed it up on Pikes Peak and Garden of the Gods, Pulpit Rock. I filmed on Gold Camp Road. Amanda Callender and I went out to Seven Bridges. And we filmed out there for Angel on the Way. I went out even to Garden of the Gods, 24 degrees one morning and snowing, and I wore a shirt like this because I wanted people to know, and it's in the song, Honey, I Love You, that no matter where you are, no matter what crowd you're in, He loves you. And so when we're talking about dreamers, I'm not going to go into the dreamers that are in the Bible. You can find them, except for maybe Noah. They say that it didn't even rain in Noah's time before the flood. That there was like a heavy dew every morning and it watered the plants and everything. So here's this guy. I wonder how he got the vision. I wonder if he heard an audible voice or just heard it in his thoughts. I wonder if he had a daydream or even in the night. The Lord's given me visions in the night and even in the daytime. So I wonder how he got the plans to build the ark. But see, here's this guy. He's got a family. The Lord says, Noah, build an ark. An ark? What the heck's that? I'm sure that they had ships and stuff. So if he lived near the shore. So I don't know his true background. But nevertheless, he got the story. He got the vision. He got the dream from the Lord. So here he is for years. He and his family cutting down trees, getting every board ready to fit securely so it would float on a stormy sea. Because believe me, if the bowels of the earth are opening up and water's being released and the storms are coming and it's raining and raining and raining for 40 days and 40 nights, that thing better be shipworthy. But you know what? He never got to try it out. It was always dry docked. And after all these years, all this mocking, all these people around him saying, look at that dreamer. You know, they said it to Joseph. Look at that dreamer. He thinks we're going to bow down to him. You know, David, King David, how honorable he was. And yet, he made some stupid mistakes. But we all do. And so, all these journeys that we have to go through to get to our dream, all these things that seemingly are distractions or pitfalls. You know, I wrote Dare to Dream last April, and the Lord immediately told me to write an album, to get an album together. This thing has 13 songs on it. It's patriotic. It's about America. It's about, hey, our country was formed by dreamers. Dreamers wrote our Constitution. Dreamers volunteered in our armies so that we could keep our country. Home of the brave, land of the free. So what are we going to do in our generation? How many of you have dreams out there? And people say, oh man, you're never going to accomplish that. Well, I was driving about 50 to 55 hours average every week last year. And I wrote this song, and I wrote some other songs in between my rides as I was waiting on the app and everything. And I'd write the songs, and then I'd play them on my, record them on my phone. And then I'd sit there with the music score and write out the drum parts. And I'm all excited, man. Everything's going good. We filmed Dare to Dream, the music video, and I think we released it in October or earlier. No, it was earlier. And, I wrote the first version without Star Spangled Banner in America the Beautiful. And we filmed a lyric video on Pulpit Rock. And then somebody said after we filmed up on Pikes Peak, hey, maybe you ought to put America the Beautiful in there, because it was written up there. And so I put the instrumental in there. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to put the Star Spangled Banner in there too, because this is about America. And so then Will Atkins, I said, hey man, I found out he was the lead singer of a band in Dallas back in the 80s called Silent Thunder. I said, hey, will you help me with the vocals? And we got that done, and so we put that in the first music video. And I kept thinking, this song isn't finished. I need more people in it, because this is about us. It isn't about me. And so I said, you know what, if we had some ladies' vocals in there. And we had a 14-year-old here that tried, and she was going to school and stuff, and she just didn't have time to do it. And finally, actually a few weeks ago, Tanya Renee and Ari Renee and Maddie Rose from Dallas said, hey, we'll do it. And we got their voices in there, and it just made that whole song come alive. So Amanda and I went out to Garden of the Gods again, and we filmed a few short segments. And so I added those and deleted some other scenes from the original music video. And it's out there now. It's so full. And I just went out to Garden of the Gods 2 days ago and filmed for the lyric video. It's out there too. So now the music video and the lyric video is there. Soldier Story is there for our vets and for our military. I've had so many soldiers in my car over the last year, and so I got to talking to them about it. And, one morning early, about 3 o'clock, the Lord said, hey, I want you to write Soldier Story. I'm like, I've already got enough songs for the album. And in and out of sleep, he gave me the whole story. And as I was waking up, I heard the words, Jesus, take the wheel. And I had taken a shower. I came out. My wife was sitting there at her computer, and she saw this meme. And she said, hey, can I read this meme to you? The second to the last line of the meme was, Jesus, take the wheel. So I went over to my computer, I wrote it all out, it's out there. And that's 2 of the 13 songs that are out there. But it's about hope. Will Atkins has his song out there, Simple Life. I just got the album cover totally finished yesterday. There's a puzzle, a mystery puzzle on the back. It's threefold. It's within the words of the title, in the artwork, and then as each song has a message that comes together for a whole message. And those are available now. You can just go to my Facebook page and order if you want. They're handcrafted. We're going to autograph them. We're only doing 100 of these as a special thanks to helping us out to get the marketing going for this tour. So see, all of these are dreams. And then in October, I'm just going along, and all of a sudden somebody wrecks into me. And I get a concussion. And my whole world just spins out of control. I have these special glasses I was wearing. I think I went through about 4 pair. And seeing double and, off balance, and my brain wasn't working right. I couldn't multitask anymore. I couldn't add numbers in my head anymore. And I'd go to talk and speak, and I'd have to stop because I couldn't get the next word. And that's when I wrote, I've Got to Breathe. It's on the new album as well. It's like, who am I? What happened to me? Where'd I go? And so in the midst of dreaming, in the midst of going for our dreams, things happen. I planned to have the album done March the 1st, but this totally wrecked everything. And so here on June the 1st, it's finally going to be out on all the streaming services, 36 of them. The CD's already ready. The YouTube videos have been up for a while. And you're welcome to check those out. Share them with your friends. I know that these songs are going to encourage people, especially during this pandemic, especially now. We're so isolated. Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans that I have for you, to prosper you, to bless you. Everything he has for us, the dreams that he has planned for our lives that are written on a book in heaven according to Psalm 139, are for our good, are for his kingdom, are for us as Christians, and even people that are his that don't even know it yet, to join together to bless this world, this earth, to reverse the curse off of it so that it can become like Eden again. See, this earth was Eden until God cursed it because of man's fall. But through Jesus, it can be redeemed. Anyway, I'm just throwing a few things out there. But you're a dreamer. You've got a dream. You've got a vision. Maybe it's been buried. Maybe you've gone through so much trauma that you've given up. But I'm telling you today, I speak life. I speak life into your dreams. I speak life into that which God has for you. And when we go out on the tour, we're going to be talking about this from the stage. We're going to bring other performers on the stage too. And we're going to preview what they're going to do first. And then I want them to share a little bit about their story. And then we want to either do a talent contest and or an open mic so that those in that community can come up and share their talents and the community can see what they have. And maybe they can encourage each other. Maybe they can work together in that community. See, we don't have to be superstars. In the world anyway. But we can be superstars in his kingdom. And all it takes is just asking him, Father, what do you have for me? Ask, seek, knock, and it will be given to you. If you ask for the truth, he's going to give it. You may have to search through some things. You may have to search through all the garbage in your life and all the lies that you believe and all the judgments and get rid of them. That's what repentance is, getting rid of the junk so that you can see what he has for you, so that you can run your race. And in the end, he goes, well done, my good and faithful servant. You are my friend. You're my bride. That's where we're going. And it takes dreamers. Every business you see that has come out with something new. It took a dreamer. Every invention you see has been what was written in heaven. There are some who said, well, I thought of that idea years ago. Yeah, but they didn't do anything with it, but somebody else saw it and did something with it. So, yeah, there are dreamers out there that'll never fulfill their dream unless they decide to go for it. So anyway, I just want to pass this on to you. You can check out the book. We have Janice's biography. We're in the process of making it into a movie. You'll never read another story like this. I've never read it. And then I've married Janice, found out her story, wrote the biography, and it's one of the most awesome stories I've ever heard. I've written an allegory called Destiny Path of Life. It's about the two different paths in life. And also have a 5-book series. I'm going to publish book 5 here soon on Islands in the Sea. It's fiction. It's romance. It's prophecy. It's one city crumbling while another is being built. There's supernatural interaction there. It's all about dreams. It's all about his body coming together to help each other. So if you'd like, you can check out the books, you can check out the music. But one thing for sure, and I pray that you go for your dream. And I hope to see you on the tour. So God bless you. Have a good day. And blessings and favor and grace and peace and love and joy in your journey. We'll see you on the road. God bless you.